Hi, I'm Paul,
I'm Tammy.
and we're
We're
Inseparable.
inseparable.
And today we're going to do the first in our video series on back stories. And we're going to do it on a video I did called Day After Day. Not day by day, day after day. It's a song by Badfinger, and it tells the story of our origins. Thought that would be an appropriate place to start.
Hmm.
And it goes way back to when you were a freshman in high school, but actually, it even goes back further than that, I think, to when you're around 7 years old. And to explain how that's possible, um, my daughter came home one day and told me, well, there's this girl in my gym class, in my art class, and she cries all the time. And, we want to comfort her, but we don't know how to do it. And, you tell me what to tell her. And I said, well, can you tell me do you know anything about what's wrong? Why she's crying all the time? She says, well, her dad has cancer and we think he might be dying. And that might be what the problem is. Well, that isn't exactly what it is. We found out that they were crying meltdowns
Hmm.
by the nature of what we now know. And so I said, well, this is above your pay grade. Bring her into my office. I'll talk with her. And I had an office. I was a pastor at the time. And she said, no, I'm not going to do that. She won't talk to you. She won't talk to adults. She married me and talked to me, but and that was the very start of it.
And that was when I was in high school, just to clarify, because you mentioned the 7-year-old thing.
Yeah, that's we're going to get to the thing about seven, but and I really wanted to help you, and it really had me caught up because I couldn't get to you, and nothing gets me more turned up than a damsel in distress that I can't get to.
Hmm.
And this had happened one time before where I was working at a gas station and this girl walking to work at Dunkin' Donuts got hit by a car, that was racing in a snowstorm. And called 911, managed to keep her warm as best I could until the ambulances arrived. But I really wanted to know what happened to her, and they wouldn't tell me anything. They came back looking for a class ring after the shift was over, and I was there all night, so it was a double shift, and they wouldn't tell me her name or what hospital they brought her to or anything. They couldn't.
Yeah.
And, and I spent a lot of time thinking about that, and I finally did get to meet her a few months later, so I didn't have to wait quite so long. As it turns out, that girl is your distant cousin.
Yeah, distant
Not
cousin. Yeah.
not too distant, maybe second or
Yeah,
third.
second cousin. Yeah.
And so we found that out. We were driving down the road, and I said, I used to work at that gas station. He said, well, my cousin got hit by a car in front of a gas station like that. I said, and she said, well, the family credited the station operator for saving her life. And I just turned around and said, I didn't save Cindy's life. The paramedics did. And you were like blown away.
Yeah, it was
Wait, it
you
was
working there.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was me. This doesn't happen that often. I mean, so, um, but so that's the seven. You were about seven then.
Hmm.
So, but so it's happening all over again. And my daughter just is not going to bring you by. And she finally does when you're between your junior and senior year. She was stopping by the house and you were with her, and she decided to come around the back where I was digging a hole
Hmm.
for some posts for a deck. And, but I mean, you went to proms and things, and she had a prom picture of a bunch of girls, and you've seen it if you've watched our videos. I've used it a number of times. It's like 10 or 12 girls, and I walked over and I said, that's her. And my daughter said, that's who? I said, I know that's Tammy. Yeah, you're right. We just had that connection. But yeah, that's how the song starts off. It says, I remember finding out about you. Every
Hmm.
day my mind was all around you. You know, looking out from my lonely room, and it's not the same picture from my office in my house, but you know, um, just wondering, how you are, if you're okay, and will I ever get to meet you?
Hmm.
So when I first saw you, first met you that day, I was already in love with you. So there's a love story. I mean, and it wasn't like sexual or I just cared about you.
Yeah.
It's just a deep caring and somebody that needs help. So that's our first video. Take a look. You have anything you want to talk about on during that period of time, or?
No, nothing to add. No, I was, I just think it's interesting to explain why you chose the songs that you did.
Well, and you had no idea.
Hmm.
I mean, you hadn't all of the stuff I'm saying now. You're in high school and you're going
Yeah, I
through your
know.
life, and
Yeah.
Francie never mentioned it to you. Never said, "Oh, my dad wants to meet you or talk to you" or anything like that,
Yeah.
which is all well and fine.
Hmm.
It's probably better off we didn't meet until you were 17, and just to clarify, and we didn't become a couple until you were 19 and a half.
Yeah.
So, okay. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. We're going to put it on after the end of this.
Hmm.
Okay. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.